Sometimes, but not all. I really, honestly, I haven't had, I've only had what's up, Scott? I've only had like I wrote in my so that's kind of like I've been like the one thing I tried to do, and sorry, like if I show you I say 3, but I'm not good luck. And I do that just because even though he doesn't have it.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to 2019, first sales meeting of 2019. It was always going to be a sales rally. But this is going to be a really some sales rally. As you all have the word, there's a new guard in town, and we're very, very, very excited about it. So, without further ado, I'm going to be passing out a couple of.
Would be passing out.
No, I'm not. That could happen. There's a few people I want to honor today that turned up in their purple. The purple, and Scott Evans, you wore your purple today. You got it on your socks. Ryan, I don't see any purple. Anybody else with some purple? I see your phone. How about that? See, Roger, I I don't think that's gonna matter. Who else got some purple on?
Bobby over here. Very first.
Where's the purple?
She's in the shadow.
Yeah. David Payne, you got purple socks?
Oh, there you go.
So, purple is the new black. And we're excited to be purple. I don't see any on you, Mr. I'm going to turn this microphone over to Mark Deutschman, who will continue on to explain and decide and tell us what's happening.
Thank you, Bobby. Well, welcome. So, Happy New Year. At the end of December, at the beginning of December, we had a wonderful celebration, the 22nd year celebration with $2.2 million given to the Village Fund, and it was an amazing community-facing event that showed that we were a locally based, community-facing real estate company. And some of the people there were a couple people I talked to this week who said, I felt that something was happening at that time. And I'm glad they felt it because I didn't know. I didn't know it was happening, but I had an opportunity on the 13th or 14th to sit down with one of the crew here. It happened to be David Doris. And I knew that there was a new group in town. There was a group that was going to start a real estate company, and it was going to include some of these guys and possibly some of us guys. And I sat down, had a great conversation with David, and basically off the cuff suggested, well, why don't you just buy into Village? So the next thing you know, I was having conversations with these guys, and they expressed significant interest. Well, then on Saturday I left and I jumped on a boat and I went out in the Pacific Ocean. And I was with some of my entrepreneur organization people, but I was without internet, and I had some serious conversations with that group about whether or not this was the right path for us at this time. And I came back and determined that this is the best thing for the company. This is an opportunity for me to sort of pass the torch to a group that has come up with Village, that knows Village, that is locally based, that is community facing, that will keep the Village Fund intact and bring some vibrancy and new energy to the company that I think it needs right now. So I did it. And it happened fast. And I actually had a lot of encouragement from you guys. I mean, along the way I was trying to keep the whole thing as quiet and tight as possible, but I think there was a bit of a word out, and people around who knew anything were encouraging me to make this decision. Now, it doesn't mean I'm retiring. I'll still want to juggle on Fridays if you still want to come. I'm the chair emeritus of the new organization. I'm still running core development, which is sort of surrounded and wrapped by Village. My city living group will continue to sell real estate right here under the Village mantle, and all the other entities upstairs remain in place. So you're not getting rid of me. But it is a new role for me, and actually it's exciting. I think about Colin and the opportunity that she has right now to recruit to this new energy. I think about the incredible broker team that we have and how they'll get acclimated with these guys and work to create what I believe will be the strongest locally based real estate company in the city. I can't imagine a group that has the chops that we have in the multifamily residential sales development world, and I think that we're going to be better together. So it won't be without some, whatever that is. I don't even know what that is, but change always is change. So it's a change for me. A lot of people assume I'm just retiring and going out into the sunset, but such is not the case. But I'm going to turn you over to some of these guys, and I'm going to introduce Hunter Connolly. He's the new CEO of Village. And
All right. Thanks. So I'm Hunter Connolly, and I just want to tell you a little bit about our group, a little bit about us. It's kind of weird being
back in this room, I was here for as an agent in 2003 with Mark. We started Core Development together with my business partner Aaron White. We also started with Mark doing condo sales teams. Condos were kind of new for Nashville, especially in the urban core, and so we built sales teams for projects like the Icon Gulch, Bristol West End, Bristol on Broadway, Worthen Lofts, the things we were developing. And so a lot of time for me was spent in these sales meetings, presenting projects and doing that sort of thing, and it didn't look anything like this then. This is way cooler. So it is surreal being back here, and we're really excited to have the opportunity to be a part of Village. And it came together quickly, as Mark said. It wasn't our goal to be here and to buy Village initially. We were going to build a company that was based around the agent, and the agent being the center of the real estate transaction and being the center of the company. And the broker is there to really support the agent. And we wanted the agent to be able to, particularly the strong agents that are like dedicated and doing well in their craft, we wanted them to have a pathway to owning the business. That's what we were going to create. And so when Mark and Aaron and we all got together and we said, could we do that vision inside Village? And he was on board. He was kind of thinking along those lines anyway over the last few months. And so it just really clicked. And so to be here and to have the opportunity, you're going to hear a lot from Zach here in a minute about kind of that vision. But I just want to say that, like, for us, this company is about you guys, and nothing would make us happier than for all of you to be partners and owners in this great company, and for it to be the best company in Nashville for doing what we do. And I think that opportunity is there for the taking, but we need you guys, and we're excited about making that happen. So I'm going to introduce Zach last, but Brian Stoltzfus is part of the team. He's so I met Brian.
Scott, it's really Brian.
It's not Scott Stoltzfus.
All new announcements today. I'm changing my name.
So Brian, I don't know, a lot of you probably know him. He's an awesome guy. I got to know him 2006, 7.
Yeah, here, right here.
So tough time to. I mean, at that time it was a great time to get into real estate, but it was about to be a tough time to get into real estate. Brian hung out outside of my office for the first month, and it's kind of a testament to new agents. Part of doing well is showing up, and Brian showed up every day, and there wasn't a role for Brian, but he just kind of figured it out, and he helped us sell this building downtown just because he kept being there. Turn around, he picked up a client there who ended up buying 10 more deals with him in Hillsborough Village, and so we just got to know each other then. And David Doris, who started selling for Core back in 2004, 5. Y'all know David. So. Scott and I went to college together. Didn't really know each other then, but have been at Village for the whole time I was here, and so he and Zach are a team. What they did at Parks, which when they started there was Bob Park Realty, and had these ugly red and yellow signs, and it's out in Murfreesboro mainly, and they really together rebranded Parks and did a great job with them. Zach in particular will be the principal broker here. Really has a heart for you guys and what the challenges that you endure every day, what's going on in the market. He loves investing in agents, and so without further ado, I'll turn it over to him and let him talk through the kind of the vision for Village.
Thanks, Art. Good work. This is awesome. So
I was talking to Bobby the other day, and I was telling her about a quote that I read, and it resonated with me, and it goes like this. It says, "Without change, there is no innovation, creativity, or incentive for improvement. Those who initiate change will have a better opportunity to manage the change that is inevitable." So I know change is hard, but change is exciting. And we are so excited to be here. I mean, I am ecstatic. We are all ecstatic. We cannot tell you what a great opportunity that this was. I don't know how this happened, quite frankly. We were joking with Mark that this was the Christmas miracle. Really, the timing came together perfectly. And the cool thing is it never would have happened if it wasn't for the people and the relationships that we all built. We all started here at Village. Every single one of us all started our careers here. This is where our careers were born and took off, and this is where we want them to take flight again. We left in 2012, most of us did, and it was the hardest decision that we'd ever made. There was nothing crazy or bad about Village. We wanted a new opportunity and a new challenge. And it was a big challenge, but we did that, and we went out and learned a lot, and we're excited to be back. So I want to talk a little bit about, man, I see so many people here that I know, that I remember from back in the day. There's a lot of new faces here too, but I know a lot of you, even if we've never met. You have a reputation that precedes you, so it's cool to look out. A good one. With the exception of two of you. But we started this plan of Central Real Estate Partners. We wanted to build a real estate company, as Hunter said, centered around the people. And the reason that we came up with the name Central, and this is just a little bit of background before Village was in the picture. Central, the name came about because we have a firm belief in our heart that people are and always will continue to be a central part of both the real estate transaction and any incredible company, right? And that word just kept coming up. People are central to this. People are central to that. And that was the concept of what it was. And it's not just people, but it's excellent people. And when Mark started talking to us about this, we realized that the values we had really aligned, because what Village is about is the people. It's about you, and that's what matters. There were three phrases that kept coming up when we started talking about Central. The first one was, it's about the people. No matter what, it is about the people. That is what is most important. It's about you. It's about the agents, the staff, the leadership, the clients, the customers, the lenders. It's all people, right? No matter how much technology comes into this world, comes into this business, it's pretty hard to replace the people in our business. And we firmly believe that. The other one we kept talking about was attract, don't chase. This idea of building a business and building a company that is so attractive that you're literally having to turn people away. That it is the most sought after company around. And that's what we wanted to build. And that is what we want to continue to build and build on, is for Village to be the most well-respected, strongest, and most sought after company in Middle Tennessee. And I have no doubt that that will happen. The third thing that we kept talking about was this idea of strength. And that we want great people, we want excellent people, but we want strong people. And we want to take the strong people and make them stronger. Because what you all do, what this company does best, is impact the lives of so many people, whether it's through the Village Fund, whether it's through your clients and supporting your clients. And we are there as a strength and a resource for people that maybe are not as strong, or that don't know how to go through the process. So you are that strength. And in order to be the best that you can be in all the aspects outside of real estate, you first have to be excellent and strong in real estate. And that's what we want to focus on first. I'm going to talk about strength a little bit more. we want to create an environment where there are true players in this company, and there are so many now here. We have a strong belief in collaboration, as I think you all do as well. And there can be so much more that is possible when you put everybody together. What is the expression? The whole is stronger than the sum of its parts. But it first begins with real estate. That's what we do. And I think without first being an excellent business person, we can limit our collective impact, right? Without first being the best at attracting clients, we limit our opportunity to help others. So we want you to first believe that you can sell more and give more and be more. There's an old proverb that I heard a while back, and it's always resonated with me. And it goes like this: to go fast, go alone. But to go far, go together. I want to challenge each of you to have a mindset of abundance, to really believe that there is enough to go around, and to believe that you can be your best by doing your best. So on behalf of the 6 of us, thank you for welcoming us back with open arms. We are so excited to be here, and we just cannot wait to meet the ones of you whom we haven't yet had the opportunity to meet, and take Village into the next phase. So thank you.
That was spectacular. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you, Bob.
I personally want to tell you how amazed and proud I am to turn over the principal broker that I've been for 15 years here at Village to Zach Goodman. You are going to be in phenomenal hands. I taught him everything.
I still have many as a broker for the last 7 years. I have, it's at least once a month, but more like once a week when I reference Bobby and I say, well, you know, I learned something once from my first broker. And it went like this.
So I feel like an incredibly proud mother. But I'm so happy that all of you are back. I've enjoyed all of you, working with you. You guys may want to know, I'm sure, what my role might be, or if there is one. And
There is.
And why don't you share that? Because I just know they're going to all come and ask me.
Bobby is staying with us. And so even though so Bobby has a heart for teaching and training, and so she we've talked about her being our training broker, and kind of taking that lead in classes and doing that a couple of days a week in coaching. So that is going to be her focus, and then she's got a training, consulting business outside of that. She's been focused some on that, so she's going to do that as well. But she'll still be here in the office, and you'll see her around hopefully a lot.
Yeah, because I woke up this morning and I thought, wait a minute, I still have a few years left.
Putting Bobby out to pasture
Not
yet.
yet. But I am very, very excited about you guys being here. And I know that this company is going to flourish, and I do believe in the law of attraction. And it will attract. Does anybody have any questions that they might want to? You can't hear?
What questions do you all have? Dangerous? Exciting?
Thoughts? How about, is anybody just dying to share that they came just so they could share a listing? Is anybody dying to share something?
I'd like to talk about
They're all-
Silo Park.
Ah, yes! Yeah, yeah.
If you have hadn't
No,
heard
you're
about it,
not.
talk to our agent, David and Brett.
Sarah Jane,
Hello. So if you guys have had meetings about what you want to do with this new company you're going to create, what are some of the highlights of the things? I know Zach touched on it, but what are some of the things that you really want to do differently now that you've got this opportunity?
That is a great question. So, like we said, this is all really new to us. This came together over the last couple of weeks. So to say we are here with like, hey, we need to do X, Y, and Z, like we are not there yet. We want to talk to you guys, get to know you, get to your feedback. We've been in other places for several years. So while there's a lot of familiarity, there's a lot of changes as well. So we want to get our head around that. We would love, I mean, our main focus would be to roll out kind of that partnership model and kind of communicate what that is, the details around it, how you can be a part of it, to kind of do that over the next couple of months. And so that'll be one of the main focuses. And then I'm sure we're gonna come up with other stuff. But again, we're not coming in like we gotta fix this or we gotta do this. We're coming in like eyes wide open with an exciting opportunity to really support you guys.
And one thing I don't even know how to use the email system here, but I'm gonna learn. One thing you're gonna get, all of you are gonna get and I'm sure you've gotten a survey before. This will be a little bit of a different kind of survey. This is 2 questions. And I'm gonna leave you with a little tease, and so I'm not gonna tell you what the 2 questions are. But those are gonna come in your email sometime this week, and we would love to get that feedback. So that will give us an opportunity to sit down with you and talk through where you want to see Village go. Because we think we know where you want to see it go, but we also want to make sure that we're on the right path and that we're in the right direction, because this is your company just as much as it is ours. So keep an eye out for that. What else?
this is the quietest I've ever seen.
You don't have to come up with questions.
No, I
We'll
just
be
wanted
around.
you to have
We'll
the
see us around
opportunity.
and yeah, pull us aside, and we'd love your feedback. And you know, there's things I'm sure we don't know that we need to know, and so be open and let's do it together.
I understand there is champagne, is it? And orange juice, which makes a mimosa. So I offer that up, that we can make this a celebration of
Unless
a
it's
new
dry
year.
January.
And it's gonna be a great new year.
Thanks.
So really, are there any more questions or comments before we adjourn? So, Brittany?
Like, are y'all moving in today, and how can we help you? Do we need to carry some boxes? I mean,
Yeah, so we're gonna. I mean, I was
And I
here
know
this morning
maybe
and
you don't
like
know.
for the first time toured around yesterday afternoon. So yeah, so we're gonna be here.
Incredible office, by the way. The upstairs didn't exist when we were here. This was very different. There was a wall there, there was a TV there, it was kind of a boring room. Now it's awesome.
I have a question. Are you guys bringing any other agents with you?
Hopefully so.
Is
so it's-
that one that said he's coming?
As new agents join, we'll let everyone know. But yeah, the goal is to bring on more. Like I said, have the attitude of abundance. I think.
Tony?
I've just noticed on what are the roles of I see the CEO and principal broker, but what are the roles of the other 4?
So the other 4 are like you guys. They're producing agents, and so they were a part of our kind of ownership group that's invested in buying Village. But then, like I said, we've got set aside ownership for you guys as well. And so really, they're going to be partners in Village, just like you guys.
Zach?
And
Oh,
we've retained a significant interest in the new company, so that's part of our role too.
That's true too, and also just we're committed to. Mark mentioned the $2.2 million that's been given to the Village Fund. We've committed to giving 5% of the company and profits to village fund every year on an ongoing basis. And so, I mean, the exciting part about growing and bringing on new agents and more profits over is that more money we can give away and invest back into the community. And so we're committed to that same thing and that same philosophy that Mark started with 22 years ago.
Zach?
Excuse me if you've already touched on this a little bit late. But I've caught wind yesterday of potentially a lot of agents coming with you. I don't know. Did you
Yeah, so
touch on that?
He said there's a lot of agents he's gotten wind of that are following this team.
There's a lot of birds around here.
There's a lot of birds around here with some whispers.
So I mean, I hope so. Like that was our plan as we were launching the other company. This just like it's new to you guys. This news is all new to them too. So that's being digested. But again, we feel like those same people are going to be excited about, and probably even more excited about the opportunity inside Village with you guys in this space versus a startup. And we weren't exactly sure where we were going to be officing, and so to have this just felt like a no-brainer for us to be able to do what our original vision was.
Do you have an idea of how many people you might expect to start?
Zach, we're gonna make you our chief recruiter for that.
Can we see a list of names?
So for obvious reasons and confidentiality reasons, we can't say a list of names, but I can assure you that there are going to be some new faces around here, and they are excited. We had a lot of phone calls yesterday with people, and they were surprised, maybe as surprised as you were, and the response was overwhelmingly excited and great. So I would ask for you all to please welcome, just as you welcome any other agents, welcome these agents. Again, we want to fill Village with exceptionally strong, talented, capable, driven individuals. This group right here is bringing about $300 million worth of listings that are coming in the next 12 months. And that's not to say anything braggadocious. That's to say that these guys know what they're doing and they're really awesome. And if you aren't at that level and you're just starting out, do what David did. I mean, do what Brian did. Go hang out outside the door and learn. Surrounding yourself with excellent people is the best way to become excellent yourself. We believe that, and we want this company, we want every agent in this company to be as strong as they possibly can be.
At the last meeting, they touched on, somebody, I can't remember, touched on revisiting the commission structure and all that. Is that going to be expected?
So no, our plan is that we're not touching anything like that. So whatever current commission plan you're on, that'll stay consistent next year. So, good question.
So we see CEO, principal broker, based on our current structure from an executive team perspective, are there any other changes? So for example, Chris Andaya, is he still the COO? Are there any other changes related to the executive team that's running the company?
Good question. Yeah. So no, there's not any other changes. Like again, we got here yesterday.
Might be a Mark question.
I met Chris yesterday. So he seems like an awesome guy. I've known Bobby forever. But yeah, we're just getting our head around how Village is organized and what works best. I'm sure, with Zach having been a broker for the last 7 years, he's got ideas on how he'll want to structure things. So I'm 100% sure there's going to be some changes, but again, we're not coming in here like we got to wholesale do a bunch of stuff.
We want to listen, learn, and hear what makes this place great for you, and what you want to see to make it better. So, go ahead.
I probably shouldn't ask questions, but are there? Because I've had this question asked. Are there any ideas, just like y'all did with parks? Are there any ideas of rebranding or that sort of thing?
Yeah, so that's a great question about rebranding. Again, we love Village. We think Village. I mean, back in the day, like Village was the brand, the place to be, and I think in a lot of ways it still is. are there some things we could do to maybe clean up and kind of, one thing I've noticed in the marketplace is like, there's different business cards, different signs. Is there a way for us to kind of get a little more consistent across the board to where that brand is stronger, you know, to where you see that sign and it's, you know what it is, and there's some strength in that.
Are
So
you keeping the name?
yeah, we're keeping it. I didn't know that
That
was.
was not my
Okay.
question.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody wondered that.
No, we're keeping the name, and but yeah, part of our thing would be like, hey, how can we make it stronger and better? And so that'll be definitely addressed.
So I think it's very clear that this is still a work in progress and things are being figured out, and I think we all respect that. This happened quickly, and obviously we want to give you all the space to do the best thing. I would love to know kind of what drew you to Village and your overall big vision that's not going to change, so that when people come and ask us, if they wanted to come to Village before you showed up, they would have been here. But you're coming with a vision and a name and a kind of just a wealth of knowledge and information and connections. And I want to know, I think what I'm kind of asking is like, what made this decision make sense for you on a bigger scale, so that when people come and ask like, hey, what's going on over there, we can sort of explain like, look, this is what they're doing, details aren't ironed out, of course. I don't think people care as much of, they want to know those details, but they love y'all, as we're going to as well, and how we can accurately say like, this is kind of their vision, and we would love for you to come on board if you're interested and learn along with us.
I think the answer is you. The answer is you and you and you and you and you and you, all of you. It's you all that made us fall in love with this idea. It's the talent that's in this room and the possibilities. It's making the strong stronger. It's making you all as strong as you can be so that you can do incredible things outside of the real estate world. Whether it's with your life, whether it's with the Village Fund, whether it's with a charity of your choice, whether it's with your family, whether it's going shark diving, whether it's whatever. Real estate is a conduit to be able to do incredible things for yourself and for others. And we see so much talent and so much potential. Just overwhelms us with excitement for that.
I think too, we didn't think this was a possibility. So it was like we wanted to do this thing, and so felt like we had to go somewhere else to do it. And
we didn't
Mark
think, yeah.
had this idea. It's like,
I think it was the ability to roll out what we were wanting to do within even a better situation. I mean, it's much better than going out on our own, which is awesome, you know. And so the ability to really do that partnership model with you guys and roll that out inside a more stable, great brand, for us it felt like it was the right thing to do.
What does that partnership model consist of? I've heard you say it several times.
Yeah, so it's gonna be, so details, like, hadn't exactly figured out exactly what they are in terms of numbers, but think like a law firm, basically. Like, in a lot of ways, like, I think realtors get short shrift in the market sometimes just because you've got multiple levels of production. You have people that do it a couple hours a week and get a closing here and there, to true professionals that are like attacking it like, you know, a 40 to 80 hour a week job. And so, you know, in a law firm, your top producers who hit certain levels have the opportunity to partner into the firm. And so our model will be based on production over a period of time, basically. And so we want it to be pretty quantitative process, so it's not like a who you know kind of thing, but it's like, no, I'm a producer. Here's what I'm doing. Here's the impact I'm having. Here's what I'm providing to the company. So the people that are really driving the business are going to be the owners in the business. That's the goal. And if that's not you, we want to have a platform where it's still, this is a great place to be. You can be here and not be a partner and do what you do. Do it part-time, but do it great. you know, with the time you've got. And so, that's our vision for it, and we just got to fill in the details now that this is a whole new thing for us.
If you wanna get better at tennis, you play tennis with somebody that's better than you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same concept. We wanna infuse, there are a lot of really incredible agents here. We want more. We wanna surround everyone with more incredible leaders, incredible producers, incredible agents, so that you can be surrounded by people that will elevate you, right? A rising tide lifts all ships. We wanna be the best. I have no doubt that we will be.
Zach's got a lot of analogies.
There will be more.
There will be more.
Regularly.
Well, I was just sort of playing off his question and Robbie's question. Is that what you mean when you say, you keep repeating sort of, you want to make the strong stronger, so by offering the partnership, is that what you mean by, you know, making the strong agent strong? I'm just wondering how, like, what is your plan on how?
No, I would say there's a little bit of like difference between this. So there's the partnership, you know, track, and that's a piece of what we want to do. We want to kind of provide more alignment between the agents and the company. You know, we want you guys to be a part of that. But in terms of making the strong stronger, that may not be the best like way to say it, but we want to have an environment where there's continuous improvement, and that you're waking up and you want to be a better agent, better, you know, person, better. So it's that kind of continual improvement. And so hopefully on the real estate side, being around and having a way to, you know, just knowing Zach and the way he and all of our brokers will want to invest in you guys. I mean, that's the part about making the stronger. It's, again, it may not be the best way to say it, but
Well, it sounded good.
that's what it is.
I feel completely sure, as we said, we'll have a lot of other agents coming on board. How will we be informed of that instead of just seeing them in the hall?
Yeah, so we'll do a good job of making sure emails go out and, you know, like, hey, so-and-so just joined us, be sure to welcome them.
Yeah.
So we'll,
And they're gonna wanna get integrated just as much, you know, this is your home, it's your house.
but there's not some like cadre of 100 people that are gonna just send come in next week. So I don't know if that's kind of what some people are getting at. I think it'll be organic, and we're already bringing on new agents here over the last 6 months. So.
Will you guys make available, like, for instance, when I started here less than a year ago, I mean, I really came because of Mark and what I had learned about him in my research when I chose a firm. Without having to go Google all you guys, will there be just like bios that you might put out as well? Because I don't know any of you.
What's that FBI thing that you read?
Yeah.
I think you all have that app.
Let's not do the FBI
Thanks
thing.
so
Just meet with me after.
They're like, what's this?
Mark was truly influential in all of us as well. He was the reason a lot of us are here at Village, and are back at that relationship, and the company that he started, and the vision and the belief in reinvesting in the community, and really building neighborhoods. I mean, that was the coolest part about it. I think still is. But early on, when I came here, I was just like Brian. I was obsessed. In fact, there's not a cubicle back there anymore. There's a wall there, but I had a cubicle right next to Mark's office. So I could just kind of listen to how he talked and to how he interacted with people, because I wanted to learn. So yes, we will be, you know, come talk to us. We're gonna set up some formal times to meet with everybody, just so that we can make sure we get to know everybody. But by all means.
Well, I can tell you that Zach's married.
Okay, yeah.
And 3 children.
That's right.
And he didn't have those and a wife when I met him. No gray hair, but so he's earned his.
No purple hair either.
And Hunter has 4 children.
Wow.
And David, you have 4 or 5? Scott's got children. All of these, and yours is 12 now. Gosh, I remember she was born. So they've grown into men.
So now you know what you need to know. You have to have children.
So I think that I kind of speak for everyone in the sense of saying that we welcome you all as Village as a whole. I know you guys don't know me personally, but Champaign speaks to my heart. Sam Graham. I am Sam. I will say that over the past 6 months, there's been a lot of changes going on around here. Tons of curveballs been thrown away. And personally, my village meter has been low. I hope that with this new integration that things kind of stable out and get back to where we once were, and on a great track. So just want to again say welcome and hope for the best.
Thanks. Thank you, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
And I think you know, if you have any questions, there are a lot of people who've been, a lot of people who've worked with us in the past, and I think they will shoot you straight, and they'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly about all of us, because they know, a lot of you know us closely. And I think it's going to be pretty positive for what you hear. And Hunter talks about consistency. That's what we want. We want consistency. We want strength and consistency, and consistently getting stronger. So please don't look at this as one more change to rock the boat. We really want it to be a cohesive transition. Come in, get to know you, and keep building upon what's been building. That's great.
Where are you guys located in the village?
Just kind of find a spot right now. I'll come in and focus.
We're around.
I wasn't allowed to come in here until yesterday.
Disguise or something.
So you'll send out contact information and all that good stuff.
So I'm Hunter at Village Real Estate.
One thing, I think the exciting thing about this, what you're saying, Sam, is like, there has been this turbulence, and everybody's been playing on their heels. Compass came to town. It's been like, what's going to happen, you know? And this is a step in like planting a flag in the ground with a local company, a bunch of local people. We're all hopefully going to be owners in this thing. And it's like, it's awesome. We can now be confident and just go forward. And it's just like, it's really exciting from that standpoint that it's here and it's not somewhere else. We're not like having to call all you guys individually and trying to get you to do other things. It's like, we're here. It's a group that we wanted to be anyways. And yeah, there's going to be new people and new stuff's going to happen, but it's just really exciting. And it's like, done with like somebody else coming into town, all this moving and chick. We're just going to go sell real estate again. Perfect. I need to.
Busy, so let's wrap it up. And if you got more questions, just grab one of us in the hall. I don't know what the process is to adjourn, but
Get some champagne.
Grab some champagne. Stay around.
Thank you all very much.
Hello, darling.
I know them all.
Damien has 4 kids.